All right, so we will get into the project introduction. Next slide. We did just want to have a short definition of climate change, but there will be much more on this topic coming up. So climate change is defined as the long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns, sometimes used interchangeably with global warming. Climate change is caused by air pollution from human activities like burning fossil fuels. Next. So this project, Resilient Together, The Point, continues the efforts of Salem and Beverly's 2021 Resilient Together Climate Action Plan. Through this project, we are seeking to address present and future climate risk in one of Salem's most socially vulnerable neighborhoods. The outcome of this will be an action plan to make the Point community more resilient to climate change. We in the city of Salem envision that this will be the first of several neighborhood climate change projects. And these are 4 objectives that we have for the project, which are to provide a multilingual community outreach, education, and engagement process, map predictions of future flooding from sea level rise, storm surge, and rain, assess how vulnerable populations and community assets will be affected by this flooding, and develop specific recommendations to make the community more resilient to future flooding and extreme heat. So we really appreciate everyone coming to this forum. This is really going to help us with these project objectives. Next slide. So now I'm passing to Nasser. Okay.
So this project started in December and around the holidays, and it is going to be complete by June 30th. It is funded by a state, it is funded with support from the state through the Coastal Zone Management Program. And the project has 4 phases. You can see here, each one takes about 2 months or so. We're starting out with understanding the existing conditions in the point. The next step is modeling future flooding and assessing vulnerabilities. Again, similar to the objective saw on the previous slide. The next phase after that will be developing strategies and priorities, and the last stage will be preparing the draft and then the final plan. And you can see here that in parallel with these kind of technically focused phases of the project, we have ongoing community outreach, education, and engagement activities as well. And we'll be conducting interviews with individuals as well as public surveys, the first of which is posted on the publicinput.com/Punto or the Point website. And in addition to those activities, we also have specific events. So we are here today on the first community forum, focusing on understanding the first 2 phases, the understanding existing conditions and some of the vulnerabilities. There will be a community mapping event. If you're interested in participating in that, please contact Fabian. And then we'll be having 2 additional community forums later in the year, in the spring and early summer to again, catch up with the community, explore these strategies and priorities, and then to share and get feedback on a draft plan. Next, please. Oh, sorry, no. Fabián.
Gracias, Nasser. Thank you, Nasser. Este diagrama muestra el cronograma de actividades del proyecto. Son esencialmente 4 tipos de actividades, acerca de entender las condiciones existentes en el proyecto, crear un modelo, crear estrategias y prioridades, y preparar un reporte final para que toda la comunidad entienda las recomendaciones. Tiene 2 componentes, un componente técnico que está coordinado por Nasser y su equipo, y un componente de outreach to the community, educación y trabajar con la comunidad a través de una serie de eventos. Estamos planeando tener 4 eventos en los cuales nos vamos a reunir con la comunidad. Este es el primero. Va a haber 2 más, uno al final de la primavera, otro al inicio del verano. Además de eso, vamos a tener 2 eventos para los cuales les estamos invitando a los residentes que se llaman Community Mapping, un mapeo de la comunidad. Vamos a invitar residentes para que vayan con nosotros y caminen a través de la zona y nos cuenten sus experiencias con cambio climático. You can go next.
So it should be clear that this project is focused on the point of Punto. We've shown here the boundaries of the project area, which extends, people have different ways of thinking about where this project is located, but we're defining it based on this orange boundary here. So from the South River around Peabody Street, all the way south to the Pioneer Terrace and Palmer Cove. And then also from Canal Street on the west, all the way over to Shetland Park and the harbor on the east.
So, en este mapa estamos haciendo un diagrama de más o menos el área que cubre este proyecto, de Palmer Cove, de Point o el Punto, y las áreas que las rodean, además de cuáles son las fronteras físicas. Esencialmente las calles que ustedes conocen, Canal Street, Cedar Street, La Bahía y Peabody Street.